Welcome, survivors. This is Julie 1961 from Old Gamers Never Die, coming at you again from the island in Ark Survival Evolved. This is episode 3. In our last episode, we covered how to get a tame. Well, this is Chuckles here behind me that we knocked out, and she's now following us and part of our little tribe here. What I want to do today is go through how whistle commands work so that you can get your tames to do things that you need them to do. You don't have to go up to them and try to get into their behaviors. You can whistle for them to follow you. You can whistle for them to stop. You can whistle for them to attack. Different things like that, so you can do that from a distance. Also want to go over drops. You can see one green flashing in the background. These are supply drops that fall at different places in the island to give you some much needed supplies. A lot of times things that you wouldn't be able to craft yourself, and that always comes in handy. And we're also going to try to see if we can't pick up a passive tame today and get some work done on our little base here to build it up and get it ready to roll. So, looking forward to having a lot of fun today. I hope this is entertaining for you. I hope that you learned something. And if you do find these videos enjoyable, it'd be great to hit the like button so that I know that you're out there and that you are appreciating what I'm working on here. And if you'd like to hit the subscribe button as well, and if you do, ring the bell, because that way you'll get notified every time I post a new video about how to survive on the Ark in 2021. So without any more delay, let's get to it. Alright, so we picked up the drop. We're back at the base. Chuckles is over here, and I told you I would let you know a little bit about groups. And really the reason for groups is so that you can move your dinos around without having to get on them and move around. Not all dinos will have a saddle, so like these Zillos, you can't ride them, they're just too small. But to get them to follow you or to stop following you, Ark has a system of whistles that allow you to get your animals to do different things. So if we look at the tame and hold down the T key, as in Tom, we get a menu of all the different kinds of whistles that are out there. And if you hold down the T, I'll just kind of go around. Whistle all means all the dinosaurs that hear you that are your tames are going to come to you, which can be good if you're out in the woods looking for your dino and you can't find them and you're the only one around and your tame is the only one around. That's the one way to try to get them to come, because you can't see them. But in a group where you've got a bunch of different tames and you hit that, everything's going to come, and like I've talked about it at different other times, you're going to get stuck because they're going to all come to your spot. So an alternative to that is a whistle follow one. Whistle follow one is just the targeted dino. So you see my crosshairs right here kind of pointed at Chuckles there. If I do that whistle, if I don't click on it, if I just let that go, it's going to whistle at him, and see, now he's following me. It says following Yuli, going to die a lot. If I go say whistle stop one, then that's going to stop the one dino that I'm pointing at. If I want to get a bunch of animals to stop, I can hit stop all. Now these are not clicks, these are just, you go highlight it and then let go of T and it'll do the whistle. If you click on it, it's going to do the whistle, and then it's going to do another whistle right after it, which is usually follow. You can also whistle for the dinos to attack a target. So if you're fighting something and you need them to help you out, you can say whistle and it'll attack the target. Whistle neutral, so that they are, say you had put them all on passive because you're trying to tame something. You don't want them all attacking, so you can whistle passive and put them all on passive. But then something else attacks your base and you want to make sure that they are fighting for themselves, so you go back to whistle neutral and they'll fight back. The flyers we won't worry too much about, the play modes we won't worry too much, but this is kind of the main whistle thing. Now, you don't even have to hit this screen to be able to get a particular dino's attention. If you just walk in the general direction and you just tap T once, it's going to whistle follow one. That's the standard thing that T does. That's a one way to get your dinos, but you need to be careful which key you press. So just kind of do a quick rundown, and I don't know if you've looked at this or not, but if you hit escape, you're going to come to a screen that's going to say in a single player, resume options and exit the main menu. Options is going to give you the settings of what is doing what on your interface. And so these are the things that I've got set up based on my computer and the way it runs. But if you go to the keyboard right there, it's going to show you the key bindings for different things. So if you go all the way, you click on that and you come all the way over here to the right, what the default settings of these things are is if you whistle, if you hit a comma, it's going to tell everybody to move to that place. Wherever you're pointing yourself at, that's where they're all going to move. You can hit the minus key and it will make them all aggressive. So they'll attack anything. J will mean everything follows you. So like I said, you can hit T real quick and you get one person to follow you. You don't want to hit J because J will call them all to you. Unless that's what your intention is and move them everybody, that's not usually a good way to do it. U makes everybody stop. As I said, T says follow me. Y is just one dino to stop, and then equals hyphen and that. So anyway, you can see what those are. You can go in and change these. I don't recommend you do that, but just wanted to show you where they were so you could look and see what these different whistle commands could be if you just want to type the letter in. And it's just something to get, you'll learn more of and you get you more used to the more you play the game. So you hit resume, you go back into the game, and there you go. So you've got Chuckles is following us, and if we hit J, nothing happens. If I hit U, it'll stop. I don't have any other dinos. If I hit J, all my dinos would start following me. U, all of them will stop. T will make that one particular dino follow me. So it's a quick tutorial on whistle commands. The group settings that you can do will allow you to whistle for particular groups. That's really its own video, and I'll do that at another time. I'm not great at the whistling groups thing, I'll tell you that now. I tend to just do the T and the stop following me commands because I know what those are and what they do. And that's what I'm kind of used to doing, and it's just really fast and I can move on. Okay, I hope that's helpful, and so we'll just kind of get back to the rest of the video. We talked about passive tames, and now what we've got is an opportunity for a passive tame. So I am going to need some measure birds. I see a Lystrosaurus right there, and he is a passive tame. So what I'll need is some measure berries. So I will over here, take that out of my inventory, and I'll pick some berries. If I can get some measure berries. There's one. A whole lot of measures over here. And a whole lot of everything else. 5. Okay, so I got some measures. So I'm going to take those measure berries. Where are they at? Oh, they're in my, that's right, I put them in my bottom slot there. So they're in the 0 slot. I'm going to walk over here to this Lystra. And he's just kind of walking along. If you go up behind him, you'll see, or in front of him, either one, it'll say feed measure to tame. Right? That's whatever, I'm going to say feed whatever you have in your last slot to the tame. Alright? And you just hit E. And he'll eat one. And he wasn't very high level, so he just went ahead and tamed up. So I might have my tame set too high. So now I have a Lystra, and he took one berry and he's tamed up. It, usually for a higher level, you'll have to follow him around a little bit and give him a few more. But the idea is you'll feed them, they'll walk around a little bit. They'll say they're hungry again. You feed them again until you get to the point where they're fully tamed, and then they're yours. Just like the Dillo. Now the cool thing about a Lystro, and I'll just get everybody back over here to the base because it's a bit safer over here, is each dino has kind of their own little thing that they do. You saw the turret mode or the spitting that the Dilophosaurus does. A Lystro will actually increase the experience levels of all the dinos that it's near. So if you go over here and you see it says pet, edit, if I hit E, he's going to do a little flip. Yay, he's happy. And what you'll see is a indicator, you can see it over the top of the Dillo, that says he's gaining XPs faster than what he would do. And he's just standing there next to the Listro gaining XPs. So that E will come up every so often, and you can hit that and it'll cause your dinos to level up faster. So this is a really nice thing to have the little Listro in your base, because they can get your dinos levels increased pretty quick. Now, so we got that drop just a few minutes ago, and in that drop there was a few things that we can use. So we have another foundation. So I'm going to go ahead and plop that down, and we'll put it right there. It also gave us a few other things. It gave us some walls, 3 walls. So I'm going to hit E on that, and I'm going to put up some walls. All right, so we're going to put a wall there. We're going to put a wall there. And I'm just going and placing them. Actually, I don't want that wall there. I want to pick it up. Remember how we said we'd pick it up? We'd hold the button down, pick up that wall, make it go away. Okay, there we go. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. So now we're going to place this other thatch wall here, and we're going to put another thatch wall here, and I'm going to put another thatch wall. I don't have any more thatch walls. Okay, we're going to need a door, which that drop gave us. So that doorway we will put right here. And get our dinos out of the house. Now I'm going to do that thing where we said stop all, you. And then they're just going to sit right there while I go in here and see if I have enough resources to make some more. I have some thatch, I have that. Probably going to need some wood. So let's go ahead, get some wood out over here. Let's just finish this hut up really quick. Wood. I'm going to make raft, foundation. And I'm going to want, let's give us another box, because we're going to be running out of room here. Okay, let's head back over here, and you can see I'm encumbered now. I got the little weight symbol, and I can barely move. Once I drop some of this stuff off, I'll be able to get around a little bit better. So we're going to put our foundation down. Right there. We're going to make some more walls. Oh, we won't be making any more walls because I don't have that skill yet, and I don't have enough points to do it, so we'll just do it this way. Now for now, we'll put our door in because we've got a door. That's there. And we have one ceiling that we got out of the drop, so we'll put that down. Now, here's one thing I've learned, is that beds get a little bit weird on just singles level. So we're going to wait on that ceiling. And the first thing we're going to do, we're going to put this box down. That's what we're going to do. We'll have another place to store some things. And we'll just kind of level it right up against this one. Best we can. Hit. There, now we got 2 boxes. And we can put some of these supplies in here. So we're going to put in, we got 2 fireplaces out of that. We got a sleeping bag. We got a roof. Some spark powder, which we'll get to when we start doing some chemicals. And we got thatch. and fiber and wood. So we'll put all that stuff away so it's not in. Oh, and we got 2 water bottles. So 1 there, and we'll go ahead and put 1 down in our hot bar. Now I can show you how it works. Okay. All right. So we have that box there. We have our animals over here. Now I am going to take this. You hear me splashing, right? I said if you go in there, you can hear the splashing. You can fill up your water bottles and you can drink. So I have my water bottle on number 9. If I type 9 and my water bottle is empty right now, it's going to fill up my water bottle and it's also going to have me drink. Okay, you see that? Right now the water bottle looks like it's puffed up. It's full. Okay, so there's water in there. If I need it, I can drink it while I'm running around. I also was able to drink and fill up my own water supply, so I'm good to go for a little bit. Okay, so we've got our first tames. Need to give Mr. Listro a name. Let's find out. Oh, it's another Mrs. I'm really getting my stuff screwed up here. So Mrs. She's a little. We call these pigs. That's the closest thing I can see to a pig, but it's really actually there are pigs in the game. So we're going to call her. Give her a name. So to give her a name, remember we held down E and it gives us that option of role, behaviors and things. So let's get her fixed on that. So behavior, we're going to put her to neutral. Actually, we're going to put her on passive flee because she's not very tough and we don't want her to get hurt. So she'll just run away. Under behaviors again, let's see, we need to have anything else on here? Not really. Okay, so that's all good. Let's go to options. Now, I didn't name this Listro when we got it, so let's give her a name. So if you click on options, you get a couple things. One of them is you can spay them so they don't have any breeding ability. You can export them to another map. You can unclaim them, which means they're no longer yours. After a certain amount of time, they'll just be wild again. And you can change their name. So we're going to click on here, and we're going to change the name of this Listro to Leah. There we go. Leah the Lystrosaurus. Alrighty, so she is good to go. And guess what? I can pet her again. So let's do that. Everybody's happy, and we're getting points again. So now I can drop some more points, looks like, on Chuckles. So I'm going to hit F. I'm going to give her more melee damage for the best protection we can get. And I've got to get some more engram points so I can build the rest of this hut. Oh look, we got a drop coming down. Let's hang on for a second. Let's catch this drop, and that may give us some good stuff. So they'll pop up from time to time. They pop up randomly around the ark, and by randomly I mean at different times. They pop up at the same place. So this beacon will come down at this spot over and over again, and it may be a level 1 beacon, and it may be a level, higher level beacon, and by the color. So this is a white beacon, which should be something that I can get because that's the lowest level beacon. And if I go in here, yep, I can get to it. I hit E, and I got some clothes. So remember to do this transfer all. It gives me everything. That goes away, and I've got some supplies. So these beacons come, the lowest level's white, then they're green, they're blue, they're purple, they're yellow, and they're also red. The reds are the highest level stuff in the red ones. So it also requires the highest level to be able to use, to open. So probably won't be opening any of those in the near future. Since we don't have shoes or gloves yet, we'll go ahead and put those on. There's that. Put shoes on. I have 3 levels I can go up, so let's do that. We're going to do melee, we're going to do weight, And we're going to do a stamina on this one because I want to try to start building my stam up so that I can go for a little bit further, run a little bit longer, swim a little bit longer without drowning. And we're moving up in the world. We can start building with wood if we want to pick those items. But like I said earlier in the first video, you have to be able to build the first level stuff before you can build the second level stuff. So we're going to select the thatch building materials. So we have a thatch wall that we're going to get. The thatch door we're going to get. Door. Well, yes, we are. Oh, it has a door frame. We're going to get the thatch ceiling. And we're also going to do this little slope ceiling because that's something that comes in handy to keep you from getting hung up in your bed. If you just have one level, the tendency I've seen a lot is when I spawn in to play the game, I'm stuck in the bed. It kind of puts me halfway through the floor and halfway through the bed if the ceiling's not high enough over me. So I like to kind of build these little kind of rancher style huts instead of just a flat box. Gives a little bit more character too. We're going to save the rest of our points for now. Oh, nope, no we're not. We have now gotten to a point where we can make a bola, which is really handy to tame with and to keep yourself out of trouble. And that puts us at this place where we're kind of got to stop. So we have a bola. We can make bolas now. We can make a few other things. We're going to build this hut. And be right back once we have the hut put together. All right, well, we've got our house put together. I'm going to got one more touch. I got a couple more points. So I was also able to get a wooden ramp, which is a little bit important to have when you have a doorway that's kind of up off the ground here, so that when you're running up to it, you don't get stuck and can't get in it. You have to jump up, and if someone's chasing you, then that might not be a good thing. So, so we'll put that right there. Get it to snap. There we go. And now we've got our little house. Everything's great. Let's get our little XP guy. He will fit to the door. I don't know if Chuckles can, but come on, Leo. We're going to give you a shot. What we're going to do is we're going to move you really close behaviors. There we go. We're going to move you to follow lowest, and let's see if I can get you to go into the house. Because the problem with these Listros is they're pretty well defenseless, and they get carried away by some creatures that can't even pick up like a dillo or something. So let's get them following. There we go. Come on. I'm in here. See if you get to this doorway. Come on up. There we go. You can just come right over here. That'll keep you a little bit safer. Stop following. Hold down the T. Dot one. See, that's what happens when you click on it and not do what I said. Whistle stop. Just move your mouse over and let it go, and then it'll make it stop. Okay. So it's getting a little bit chilly. No, not chilly in here. Let's see if I have enough points to make something, get us some light out here. I do not. No. So we can start this fire up. Get us a little bit warmer. Find the fire. It's over here. There we go. Aha! We have light. Why are you standing on the floor? Yeah, anyway. It's, sometimes these dinos just kind of sink through the floor. It's not really, it's an optical illusion, I guess, more than anything else. But anyway, I'm going to tell Chuckles to hang out and just be our guard for the night. And yeah, for the night, that's it. We're going to close the door. And I'm going to crawl into the bed. and say goodnight to everyone. I'll take care. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like. Let me know that you had a good time watching. And we'll see you on the next one, where we'll do some more exploring and find out what kind of trouble we can get to out on the island. See you then. This is Julie signing off.